Hi there, and welcome once again to Friday Focus, where we do not focus on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Today, Friday Focus continues our look at the Psalms. We're going to look at Psalm 15. I call it, What's the Cost? As a pilot and aviation enthusiast, I elected to join an organization called the Experimental Aircraft Association a few years ago. Now, because I'm an EAA member, I receive an aviation magazine once a month, and regular and informative emails about events, highlights, and innovations in aviation. Not long ago, EAA emailed me offering something special. This is what they had to say. Dear Vic, looking to elevate your AirVenture experience? Upgrade your membership to Lifetime to gain access to the Lifetime Member Oasis. This exclusive venue provides Lifetime members with access to indoor and outdoor seating for prime airshow viewing, air conditioning, snacks, and more. Along with this AirVenture benefit, Lifetime members receive an embroidered 3-in-1 personalized Lifetime member jacket, a customized award plaque, a Lifetime member gold pin, and more, on top of all the benefits of regular EAA membership. Wow! Becoming a Lifetime member would make me exclusive. I'd have things, do things, obtain access to places ordinary members couldn't go. Why? Because I'd be a Lifetime member. One other thing. They weren't offering me this because I was a great guy or out of the goodness of their hearts. No, sir. There was a cost involved. If I wanted to be Mr. Lifetime, there was a price I'd have to pay. It reminded me of Psalm 15. Reading it, there appears to be some exclusivity about it. Only 5 verses long, it makes a person think hard about worship and coming into God's presence. Let's read it and see what the Lord would have us learn. It goes like this. Who may worship in your sanctuary, Lord? Who may enter your presence on your holy hill? Those who lead blameless lives and do what is right, speaking the truth from sincere hearts. Those who refuse to gossip or harm their neighbors or speak evil of their friends. Those who despise flagrant sinners and honor the faithful and followers of the Lord and keep their promises even when it hurts. Those who lend money without charging interest, and who cannot be bribed to lie about the innocent. Such people will stand firm forever. Psalm 15, verses 1 through 5. Now, did you notice the 2 questions David asks right at the very beginning of that psalm? He asks, who may worship in your sanctuary, Lord? And who may enter your presence on your holy hill? So he asks 2 rhetorical questions about who has the privilege of worshiping and stepping into God's holy presence, then proceeds to answer them. Why rhetorical questions? Well, such questions are asked to make a point. And David has a point to make, which he answers in the next 4 verses. Similarly, just as the EAA offered to make me Mr. Lifetime for a price, David says that those who would enter into true worship without hindrance and experience the Lord's majestic presence must pay a price. I understand our salvation is by grace alone, as the scripture says, not of works, lest any man should boast. However, everyday stuff we allow to infiltrate our minds and lives can come between us and the abundant life the Lord has offered us. This is the reason the scriptures say, do not love this world nor the things it offers you, for when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not from the Father, but are from this world. 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 and 16. And then the Apostle Paul, he writes, "And so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect." Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. So, yes, we can be a member of Christ's body, just as I'm a member of EAA. But we are invited into something greater, something exclusive, a relationship where we divest ourselves of every hindering habit, every threatening thought that we've allowed to attach itself to our lives, and so enjoy access into the very presence, power, and personage of God himself. If there ever truly is a Mr. Lifetime, surely this is it. Not only for this life, but for eternity. Looking closely at verses 2 through 5, I noticed something about the verbs. Those are the action words David uses. What do I mean? Well, in the second verse, the action words relate to who believers are on the inside. Listen to what it says in verse 2. "Those who lead blameless lives and do what is right, speaking the truth from sincere hearts." In this verse, David targets personal integrity. I can't help be reminded of what the writer to the Hebrews says. "Therefore, since we're surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance the race God has set before us." Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. The sin that so easily trips us up. You know, the one that hangs around conveniently waiting to be committed. Its job is to mess with personal integrity, which is who you are when no one's watching. The rest of Psalm 15, verses 3 through 5, with what believers are, deals with what believers are like on the outside. This is the believer everybody sees. If you want examples, go back and reread verses 3 through 5. By the way, I love the last line of Psalm 15. It says, "Such people will stand firm forever." Does it get any better? This is Dr. Vic Hollyfin in his grace. If you have any comments or questions, you can address them to me at vicsfridayfocus@gmail.com. That's vicsfridayfocus@gmail.com. God bless you. Have a tremendous week.